appreciate you taking the time to throw the dime my way, and we'll do it again another day. Red ball, you're 252 with that Sacktown get down.
On the ground plane, no doubt. He'd be good up there. That old sleepy dog was giving you a ration, no doubt about it. I'll see you.
410, red ball, bye, big bud. We'll do it again, red ball, 252 gone.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I told him. Hey, take care, Buzzard. Have a good daddy day tomorrow, man. I'll get out of the way. The guys in L.A. talking up there to Coily and a bunch of them, so let me get out of the middle of the road. I'll see you.
How about it, Coily? How about it, Coily? 321. Buzzard, 252, waving to you, Buzzard, 252, gone. Buzzard, 252, waving to you, Buzzard, 252, gone. 321, California Kit Kat, from the Green Valley to the sea, California Kit Kat, who I be waving.
Hello, Mr. Curley. Hello, howdy doody to you, Mr. Curley. Mr. Curley, 4020 in Southern California. Mr. Curley, 4020 Southern Cal with the wave is gone.
Coily, 252, waving.
Happy Father's Day to you coming up.
Man, 252, you got 30 pounds on my radio up here in Seattle. Western Electric saying hello.
Western Electric, good to hear you bumping down. Yeah, 30 dB in my CB. Western Electric, appreciate the flowers. Save some for yourself. Top of the day. Happy day your way. Western Electric, 252 with the wave.
All right, 252. Good to hear you out there, my friend. Happy Father's Day to you, too. Peace, love, and understanding your way up here from Seattle. Western Electric, keying down from Seatown.
410, Roger D, Western Electric, peace and grace around your place. We'll do it again, no doubt about it. Western Electric, W-E. Ooh-wee. 252, Sacktown. Have a good day. Oh, well, if it ain't bleeding, it ain't getting out. Hey, no doubt about it, man. Appreciate it. You as well. Who we got out there? Oh, Mudslinger. Long time no hear, man. Good to hear you bumping down, brother. Hope everything is swelling well and you're healthy. And, 2020's been a rough year, I'll tell you. Yes, it will. That it will. You know it. It really will. Appreciate it, my brother. You have a wonderful day. God bless you. We'll do it again. All right, Mudslinger. Appreciate the bump down, man. You take care, big brother. We'll do it again. Mudslinger, 252 Tall Tower, Sacramento, Cal. Have a good day. Hello, Monty. Good to hear you, Monty. I think I got that right, Monty. 252 waving to you.
296, Northern Cal, to break.
Stand by. 321, Cali with a wave. Mongoose, yeah, got you that time, Mongoose, no doubt about it. Hello, Mongoose. 252 waving to you. Say some flowers for yourself, big brother, because you got a big hammer down in Sacktown, too. No two ways about it. Mongoose, peace and grace. We'll do it again. Stay healthy, stay safe. Mongoose, 252, Tall Tower, Sacktown, got down.
Two, 934, working. King the break there, working the corner, all the way up on top of Green Mountain. Man, you got conditions down here in Northern Cal. Good day, folks. Happy Father's Day.
We'll do it again. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up to you again some other way. No doubt about it. Mongoose 252. Bye, 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 bye.
Yeah, no pain, no strain, man. Let me make it a little easy on you here. Sleepy Dog 296, throwing it down there. Come on.
That sounded like a very familiar mall. Western Electric up here in Seattle, reading the mail. Mother Nature seems to have slipped on out of here.
It's got you at 30 dB in my radio, taking sole control. Western Electric 252, go.
Western Electric.
Motormouth Mall, the West Coast Beast. You just threw one mall down, and I know your radio so well, your sound, that I knew it was you. Breaka, Motormouth Mall, the West Coast Beast, Western Electric up here in Seattle, saying hello.
For the Western Electric, yeah, you had me pegged from the get-go. I didn't have to say anything, huh? Man, I didn't even have to open my trap. And you knew who it was. Ooh, ain't no hiding. Ain't no hiding on the radio. That's for doggone show. So much for this anonymous stuff to bring.
Well, you're throwing me 40 pounds right now, my friend. 40 pounds up in my radio. You're sounding real good. Maybe I sound a little different. I'm throwing 2 bushels instead of 1 bushel your way. I'm able to do a kilowatt dead key now instead of about 200 or 300 watts.
Solid. Matter of fact, I think I got a gate rolling over here. Man, I got so much audio on here from the last, 3 days. It's still recording. Let's see what this is. How come it's not playing? Not again. All right, we're back to this again. My computer decided to give up the ghost over here on the playback.
Rolling on.
It does that to me all the time. I had to reboot in the middle of a session the other day. So, Motormouth Mall, the West Coast Beast, Western Electric up here in Seattle. I think I heard Kid Dynamite in there, too. Skip's been a little weird today, but it seems like it's coming back up our way.
And so you can certainly log into this later on or now if you can. I can't do that whole monitoring and logging into somebody's live feed while I'm talking because it just throws me for an absolute loop, with the delay and the latency. So I just, I'll watch later, but if you can do that kind of thing, then by all means feel free to log in and listen to your big old hammer you got rolling up in here, because it's working.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's too hard to do, man. It's too hard to do. So I'll check it out later. The videos are taking a long time to render again, too. I did one from this morning that's still sitting there in the queue.
Hey, yeah, the videos take a while to get rendered and posted. And somebody said 918 is making it. Don't get riled up. You're making it. I hope he's making it. I ain't working a whole lot over here. We're just working a little bitty beam out here in the world of sound. And Mongoose, I think I heard you all up in there, too.
Yeah, Motormouth Mall, 934.
The Motormouth Mall is...
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, this beam is... I got to work on it a little bit. And Warren, you said I sound like a local on Western Electric's radio. Holy smokes, that's cool. And well, it's kind of local stuff. I mean, I'm down here in California, not too far away. Yeah, I sure would like to do... I'll tell him you said hello, Mr. Coyley. Western Electric. Mr. Coyley is waving at you. But I really wish I could make my playback work. And it's being all finicky and weird and funky-fied. And I have no idea why it's so quiet. I can tell it's trying to play. It's like something somewhere. It did this last time. I had to throw a long carrier just to figure out where the audio went. And I had no idea where it is, why it's not playing. Oh well. So I'll have to troubleshoot it later. It's weird because I've got the signal on the console.
Well, you're throwing me 40 pounds right now.
All right, there it is.
Well, you're throwing me 40 pounds right now, my friend. 40 pounds up in my radio. You're sounding real good. You sound a little different. I'm throwing 2 bushels instead of 1 bushel your way.
There you go. And now it's working. Hey, Motormouth Mall got the gate rolling. I'm back out.
All right. Motormouth Mall, the West Coast Beast. Thanks for the playback. That does sound all right. I actually pulled it up on the gate, too, so that's why I was distracted there. All right. Well, let's see what Mother Nature brings. I heard Mongoose out there, and I thought Log Trucker was going, and they usually cut my lips off, but maybe I'm getting through now. Motormouth Mall, the West Coast Beast, Western Electric, up here in Seattle.
Sounds good around my neighborhood.
Yeah, I would imagine it should work pretty easy. Man, you got a hammer up in here, Coyley. I hear a few people trying to get back in there through you and over you and on top of you and around you, but they ain't making the trip. Man, you got them all down. Yeah, I'm not sure on that wiring issue. I'm not sure exactly what you got and where it needs to go and what you got to do, so I can't. But it should work. It should work. I don't know what's holding it up there, Big.
Happy Father's Day. Appreciate it. Happy Father's Day. Happy 9/18. Back out. Bye. Roger D, he is the beast, and I'm gone now. Bye.
10-4, did you say it was a condenser mic, a studio mic?
Good evening, around and northwest corner, number 2 operator. Good evening, around and northwest corner, number 2 operator. Number 2 operator, good evening, around and northwest corner.
10-4, yeah. If it's a condenser, it's going to need 48-volt phantom power supply hooked up to it. Do you have a phantom power supply for it? Yeah, they got a cheap little thing on wish.com that's nothing but a phantom power supply. They're really cheap. Yeah, just get one of those, or get a what you call it, the Behringer UM2. They're supposed to be $50, but I hear somebody said that the price went up on them again. They were $39 when I first started buying them. Now they went up to $50, and now somebody in one of my emails I saw recently said something about them going up to like $100. If that's the case, then go get yourself a Focusrite Scarlet. It's actually a nicer box, but they were always $100, and I think they still are. And the darn Behringer should be $50, but I think they might be $100 now. Anyway, get yourself a Behringer UM2. It's got the 48-volt supply, plus it can later on interface to your computer and work really good for audio processing and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, however you slice it, you got to supply 48 volts to the microphone to break. $10-4. Yeah. When they do work, they work really well. I like these condenser mics. This is one of those $34 El Cheapos from wish.com. And I really, I like them a lot. They work perfect for the application. And thanks to our steel bearing hand, hello, 913, Warren, hello. And yeah. Audio sounds different on Western Electric's stream than it does on my live feed. That's probably because on my live feed, my audio is being picked up by the Drake R8B at 6 kilohertz, and then I roll the tone control down so that I can hear in my headphones not such a strident sound. So I can roll this. This will not change my over-the-air feed, but this will change my feed to the stream on Facebook or on YouTube. There's more high frequencies up in there, and that's what's really going on over the air. But I roll those highs down like this so that I don't have to hear that strident sound. So you probably hear a mellower sound on YouTube than you do over the YouTube stream on Western Electric's side, because that's what's going on. Anyway, motor mouth mouth stepping. Okay.
I don't care what it is.
Okay. Okay, well, not a marketable difference, but nevertheless a difference. And I'll play it back like this. So here's the other one.
Regal head here. I'm going to change heads here, and then we can see which one is better.
Okay.
All right, this is the. Where's my glasses at? I can't even read. I'm so old. This is a 10 D104, but this one's got the Silver Eagle on the back. Okay, well, this is a 10-DA head, and I'm going to change. Now this is a standard lollipop head here. That's on most every D104, but this one's got the Silver Eagle on the back.
So the standard lollipop head is a little bit brighter, a little bit crisper. Yeah, that's the difference pretty much to break. Mr. Coyley, while you're way up in the cherry patch over here, you definitely caught that right. You're way up in the cherry patch. And, yeah, it sounded bodacious. By the way, I was talking to BBI, and I asked them a question about what the electric rates were like up there, and they came back with an interesting number and made my jaw drop. And I don't know what your rates are over there, but, you know, my doggone rates over here on the low side, I got like, you know, peak hours and off-peak hours and all that kind of stuff. And my rates over here are 24 cents a kilowatt hour for the off-peak, 29 cents per kilowatt hour for the peak, and 27 for regular. So anyway, that's like 4 times what the rate is up in Idaho. Can you believe that crap?
No condition. Wrecking ball, no condition. Wrecking ball, no condition. In California, boom, boom, I'm gone now.
Hey, Wrecking Ball. Hey, Wrecking Ball, you got conditions. You broke on through to the Pacific Northwest side. Wrecking Ball, Western Electric, C-Town, breaka.
Yesterday keyed up and they said I could put in a little alternator with a flywheel. And generate my own power and cut my electric bill down and make free energy. Oh, man, I died laughing. First of all, there ain't no such thing as free energy. I love that one. And second of all, I was like, do you even have a consumer at this station when I spike the mic? Even when I don't spike the mic, they're breaking.
Tomorrow coming up, Mr. Western Electric, Wrecking Ball gone. I see you. Bye.
Hey, brother, Wrecking Ball, I heard you in there. Wrecking Ball, Western Electric saying hello, howdy. It's rough out there. We got the Motormouth Mall talk show going on with Mr. Coyley up there. Breaka, Wrecking Ball, Western Electric, C-Town, getting down.
Hey, Western Electric, you said Mr. Coyley is plugging your ears?
Yeah, they sure do. And at Western Electric, you're rolling up in here again. And I heard 469 Bad Whiskey roll up in there, too. But yeah, old PG&E, man, they really got us under a doggone, under the thumb, man.
Wrecking Ball 340. But keep making a lot of noise across 10 bands. Come on.
I hear you, Mr. California Eagle.
The invitation is out. Officially, I believe the invitation is out here.
Roger. Well, there you go. I'm full tilt. That's all I got. That's all I can give. My variable power is turned all the way up, and my little 5 pills are screaming every little bit that they can. So come and get me, guys.
There it is. There's the invitation. Motormouth Mall stepping. I guess I gotta go put the shirt on here, break.
On the west coast is breaking on through to the other side. Bye.
Mobile 934 in the Mobile. We're up here in the clouds. We have a big friendly hand.
Nope.
Radio station break.
Too much cost per the watt. and they're don't like them. What's it barking about now? Maybe dog barking out there. Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan.
Hey, MR. All the way up, as far as you can go. Here I am, 3,600 feet. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, I don't know what the going price is now. I know they're costly, but if it's in good shape when you get it and you run it nicely and maybe even use it just as a driver, just something to tickle something else, then by all means, probably a pretty good thing. And the tube should last a long time if you take care of it. But if you use it as a final box and you abuse it a little bit, it's not the way to go.
Yeah, you got buried too.
No. I mean, maybe 2 kilowatts PEP, somewhere around there, comfortably, maybe more. And people will vary, and there's always the ability to get a little bit more than that out of it. But I would look at the data sheet and see what the data sheet suggests.
Yeah, motor mouth, 934 in the clouds, 934 out here.
Mongoose, you jumping in, jumping around, bouncing up and down in a receiver, and doggone it, the S-meter going crazy. Holy smokes.
So how about it? 934 in the clouds in the northwest corner, 934 in the northwest corner up in the clouds.
10-4, they all know where you live. When they get that antenna from you, they get that return address in the mail. They know where you are. Ted Ford. Oh, man. Well, hey, keep on building the good antennas. And by the way, have you given some thought? I had 3 people today so far contact me regarding PBL2s. And there is a website that has a little formula or diagram or the closest thing I've seen yet to 460 in Texas. The closest thing I saw to plans for PBL2s, and if you can get your hands on a real one, of course, that would help. But, man, if you could start building and selling clones of PBL2s and people start putting them side by side and bringing all 4 coaxes into the shack, man, there's a whole lot. This is the time to do that. Somebody out there would go nuts over those. So I think you ought to take a look at trying to clone a PBL2 they're bringing. I agree. Yeah. They got wireless phones and wireless. You can do wireless loops. Look up wireless, and just do wireless. They go wireless loop. No, I'm just kidding. I'm with you. That's why I don't like quads. I don't like the extra mechanical issues generated by quads. And a quad in and of itself does not, people go, oh my God, you got extra receive and transmit because you got more wire in the air, and they don't think about the node cancellation and current cancellation and all that stuff. They don't really do what people think they do, but they're a good antenna, no doubt about it. They're not a bad antenna by any means, but they're not as good as people make them out to be for the reasons that they think that they are. There are other reasons why they're good antennas, but they're a good antenna nonetheless. But the problem with the quad oftentimes is the wire, And you can certainly get, there's an expensive, a good, proper wire to use. I think Larry Gutierrez is probably the person to talk to, or possibly, talk to one of the quad companies. But anyway, there's a, a wire that'll handle the work hardening and that doesn't stretch and that would suffice for a quad. But nevertheless, it's still wire and it's still subject to someday breaking or falling apart or causing a problem. But still, man, those PDL2s, and they're like a half-wave, they're like a gamma-fed half-wave feeding a full-wave loop. And they just work. I don't know, they're cool. And they've got such a great reputation. So, yeah, it seems like if you were to clone those things, they would sell like hotcakes, not just because they work, but because of their reputation, which is derived from the fact that they work. Anyway, all right.
Stadium, I'm back on the mail.
I don't know who's going to squish who, but I heard you up in there in the corner. Up in the corner calling Wrecking Ball 340. Wrecking Ball breaking on through. Come on down.
Roger, on too many pots on the stove or irons in the fire, however they put that. And, yeah, I hear you, I do. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail. I got to go check on some cinnamon rolls in the house real fast. I'm pretty sure Jackie's all over those, but I do have to look myself just for fun. And, wow, holy cow, plus 20 on a new SDR up there near Seattle. Skull. Okay, yeah, I can send a skull. Hold on, let me go to the video bytes. I call them video bytes. I'm going to send a skull. Where's the skull? How about skull number 1? Let's try this one right here and see what that looks like. Okay. I wonder what that looked like, because it looks kind of small over here. Let's try skull number 2. I'm not sure which is which. Let's try the Skullcracker one. Oh, there we go. That looks better. What do you think about that? There's some Skullcracker. That should look pretty good. Even while I'm talking. Look at that. I can even talk.
Catch you later, Rick.
I can even talk on that one, and you can still see it. That's pretty slick. And I'll throw you a pair of, in case you need some tubes. That ought to suffice, I hope. Motormouth Mall, that's one long key down with a whole lot of fire in the wire. Motormouth Mall, stepping it got down.
Hey, Western Electric, I was just trying to swing the thing. What's going to happen if I lie? And break on through. Wrecking Ball, gone. Bye-bye-bye.
Hey, Wrecking Ball, you broke on through, brother. Wrecking Ball, Western Electric up here in C-Town. I hear you, brother. Wrecking Ball.
Well, all of that was some pictures. If you log into YouTube later tonight, probably not tonight, probably tomorrow morning, because it's going to take it a long time for YouTube to render this video for whatever reason. But if you log into YouTube and then do a search for MMM Video Gates, all one word, MMM Video Gates, and then watch this particular video, which is labeled 062020, as in June of 2020. Isn't that cool? 2020-1, or no dash, just 1. And then when you look at that video, look at about the 26-minute mark, somewhere around 26 minutes. And I think you'll see what it is. What it is there, Brady. I'm listening for you, 460 in Texas, but I'm looking up around the northwest corner. I got a bunch of great big old hammers up in the other Brady.
One more way of controlling people and keeping them in line, and it's one more thing that holds us back as a species. The Ten Commandments. Here's my problem.
No, Buzzard, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I see him. I can't smell him, but I can see him. He's there on YouTube. I'm looking at him right now on YouTube, Rick. Buzzard, what's going on, man? On the reservation for the cinnamon roll. I hear you, I do. Yeah, I can't wait to get one. I can't wait to put the snatch and grabs on one of those things. By the way, you got a hammer roll up in here. I don't know what you're doing, how you're doing it, but watch this.
Nothing much, man. I was on the ground plane, man, and I pushed that button, man, and that duck-shucker four-legged girl hopped up in the air. And I decided I want to say hello to you, but damn, you was talking a long time. Motor Mouth Mall, I want you to put in a reservation for me one of them duck-shucker cinnamon roll breaks.
There you go. That's what I heard right there, Buzzard. And I'll go. I don't know if I don't eat them all. I'll send you one there, Break. I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it to you on the waterfall.
Motormouth Mall, get me one of those cinnamon rolls too. Western Electric, Seattle.
Uh-oh, they're going fast.
And say hello to Mr. Coyle and Mongoose and all those guys. I can't hear them. They're too close to me. I'm probably not even getting through.
I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath.
Yeah, tempered Buzzard. Well, you ain't running nothing but a pair of 500Zs, but I'll tell you what, that's making a whole lot of DVs in my receive. I guarantee you, man, you're flat out smoking. I turn my audio down a little bit here. Hey, Buzzard, you're flat out smoking. You no doubt about that, man. And you keep on what you're keeping on. You say you got me in there about 30 dBs, and I didn't look at the S meter myself to see, but I know I got no problem, no pain, no strain hearing you roll up on top of the stack right there, right now. Hey, Buzzard, Motor Mouth Mall, waving and stepping, and the dog in the background waving, too.
Honor thy father and mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for control to the people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be based on the parents' performance.
410 there, Buzzard. A big old happy pappy day to you as well, and big old blessings to you and yours all around your household, and enjoy it to its absolute fullest. Are you stepping on the rudder real hard to the left and banking to the left? You got that yoke pulled back and the doggone hard foot on the rudder, man, and you rocking around in a big old mean lean to the left. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Buzzard, I hear you rocking and rolling around my receiver, Motor Mouth Mall, stepping.
All right, Motor Mouth Mall, you coming down the backside of my baby mouth.
Hey, Buzzard, Coiley's waving at you.
South trying to come in your back door. Motor Mouth Mall, 12, remote 12, got down.
Hey, 12, I hear you out there. Hey, 12, I hear you out there. I'm in Seattle. Western Electric saying hello, 12.
Happy Father's Day on that end. I'm waving right back. Motor Mouth Mall, Buzzard left.
And there you go, right there. I rolled it just like that. 469 Bad Whiskey. I hear you rocking and rolling up in there, too. Motor Mouth Mall, waving and stepping. I got down.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, half-breed your way up in there, man. I got you up in there, too. Half-breed, Motor Mouth Mall, stepping.
All right. And I kind of stepping on the pedal before I key the mic, too.
469 Bad Whiskey is still reading the mail around Ovalo, Oregon. Man, say that real fast. That's like trying to say out by Comalco, Mexico. I can't even say that. Motormouth Mall stepping.
Yeah, copy that. Copy that. Sometimes I do it on this end just because I like the relay sound, but lately I've been...
Sure, Ted. Appreciate that. Big old happy Father's Day out there to you both. And you and Sanchez have a good day out there. Enjoy it to its fullest. Enjoy to skip while we got it, too. Radio station Motormouth Mall trying to roll on through.
I remember the reason why there. Go ahead.
Happy Father's Day to you all. 23.
There's quite a lot of DBs to receive, ain't no doubt about that. So, you know, it's all about the birds and DBs. It's all about the bird watts and decibels to bring.
Oh, copy that. Copy that. All right. Damn. I miss using that sound, though.
It's amazing what 20 cents can do, 29 cents can do. Hey, it's amazing what 29 cents can do, the break.
That where you just get the effect. Bing!
I heard the... Hey, John, at 460, I heard the... way in there, I didn't hear the audio. Try that again.
All the cut pick away.
Yeah, 10-4-460. Well, you made it up in there that time from West Texas. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, you got that thing rolling in the corner of this beam. That's for doggone sure. Motormouth Mall stepping right there, right now.
You know, he put this radio together, and he couldn't even remember. He thought my dollar watt was in the SWR. And I go, nope, that's not it, buddy. It's RF and dynamite on this one.
You're getting some good backscatter there, Motormouth Mall, if you're here in Texas off the side of your beam. Motormouth Mall, West Coast Beast. Western Electric up here in Seattle. Reading the mail.
You're on YouTube, and I have a sneaking suspicion he would have heard you.
Yeah, I heard a couple of people going back to him, and I finally called him and said, hey, turn it to California.
Oh, the Rabbit around the Evergreen State here. Yeah, out there. Happy Father's Day. Right back at you. Rabbit, Motormouth Mall waving. Check it out.
This is Rabbit up here in the Evergreen State. We're waving a hand at you. Happy Father's Day, brother.
There you go, Rabbit. And rolling a big old Happy Father's Day wave your way, too. And still 20 dB near Seattle. Holy smokes. Gotta love this local stuff. Oh, 350. I hear you up there. Check it out. Watch this.
I guess we'll try to get in there. Motormouth Mall, 350, Double D, Northwest corner, Granite Falls, Washington. Hello.
There you go. 350, Double D, Motormouth Mall waving and stepping right back. Break.
Just laid it over in the corner.
Hey, Mongoose, you're still all up in here, too. Holy smokes. Man, I'll tell you what, there's some bunch of big radios rolling around here.
What microphone you running? Yeah, and that's what I did, and that's where I got this sound from. Like I said, you know, freaking Amazon microphone. Copy, and I'm just cruising the driver right here.
Sure, tender, Mongoose. Are you looking at the Olympic Peninsula out there? You say got a big old talk show rolling up around your neck of the woods. You've been listening for a little while, and I tell you what, you sounded good down here, too. I got no pain, no strain hearing you roll open my radio right about this 1036. Mongoose, Motormouth Mall stepping.
right there, believe it or not.
10-footer mongoose. Well, you tell everybody up there that you said hello around your neck of the woods. BBI, it's not the mongoose. It's not the powerhouse. Not the mongoose that came up from Los Angeles, who's in Oregon, but check it out.
410. All right, I'm gonna ease on back and let my locals go up here. Got a light rainstorm going on, so I've just kind of been sitting up here listening. Anyways, all right, your Motor Mount Mall. Tell Western Electric, Coily, Buzzard, Slam Dunk, Louise in there. My neighbors up here. From my west end of the corner, all around the northwest corner, Motor Mount Mall. Who's stepping?
There you go, mongoose. That's how you said it. I rolled it like you told it right there, right now. Motormouth Mall, stepping, breaker, breaker.
All right. Hey, Motormouth Mall, keep that 5 alive. Back to Mongoose from Western Electric up in Seatown. Breaker.
You're over there.
For the buzzard. And I'm going to roll it like you told it right here.
All right. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, keep that 5 alive.
You tell that rascal from Buzzard. Happy Father's Day right back, no doubt about it. Mall with the motor. I noticed you laughed last time. Said that mall with the motor. Your Buzzard left.
Man, buzzard. Big hammer. And I rolled that 5 and kept it on.
Behave yourself up there, mongoose.
Yeah, it still sounds good.
All right, I'm going to go inside and check on them cinnamon rolls. I'll probably do another feed a little bit later on if the skip is still rolling. I heard that the skip was rolling pretty good last night up until 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So I'll give it a look-see later on, see what's cooking out there in the world of sound. But in the meantime, in between times, y'all take care of 7-3s. I'm going to go check on these cinnamon rolls. I'll be back. I'll see ya. It did work.
No doubt. Here it is one more time. There are a bunch of guys out there.
And everybody on YouTube stream, take care. I'm going to keep this video short because I'm thinking maybe if I keep the video short, it might post quicker. And if I make it long, maybe it'll take longer to post. In Western Electric, take care up there. Appreciate the bump down in the world of sound. Everybody else out there, too. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. Everybody on YouTube, from the top of the channel to the bottom there, hello to y'all. And I'm glad you enjoyed the pictures there. Steel bearing hand, Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. Motormouth Mall, got down, breaker.
All right, Motormouth Mall. All right. You have a good one. Enjoy that cinnamon roll. Western Electric, Seatown, reading the mail.
Hear you up in there, too. Great big old hammer. Looking good up there, half-breed. Motormouth Mall stepping.
Hey, Western Electric. Tell him at least when he's eating that cinnamon roll, maybe he'll be quiet for a minute.
Hey, Squeaker, good to hear you out there, buddy. Yeah, Motormouth Mall won't be able to have a talk show with a cinnamon roll in his mouth. That's for sure. Squeaker sounding good as always. Western Electric, Seattle.
You too. Yeah, tell him to eat a great big one. Matter of fact, tell him to have 2. Take care, be good. Have a...
Just because you want a cinnamon roll.
All right, Squeaker, will do, my friend. Hey, Motormouth Mall, Squeaker down there in the middle wants you to have a great big cinnamon roll, and maybe even eat 2, he said. I don't know why, but he said have 2, have one on him. Motormouth Mall, Western Electric, Seatown.
All right there, Western Electric. Appreciate that, man, and take care. I'll go so far as to think about saving some for you, but no promises. Hey, Western Electric, you got that mall down and get that audio working. You got that 2 kilowatt carrier working, too. I'll tell you what, man. Ooh-wee, it's a hammer there, break. It sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you for the flowers. Yeah, I'm able to do a 1 kilowatt dead key and swing up to about 24, 25 if I want to push my luck. But the darn fan gets loud. I got to rewire the fan and put a new fan in there. Other than that, I'm loving it. I like those 500Zs too. Glass, not so bad, eh?
No, glass was good, but you got some glass on your I mean, you got some other glass out there saying, hang on here.
You tell that rascal I did send a friendly file and say Happy Father's Day to him.
I think there was something in the beginning of that, right?
You're welcome too. I tell you what, man. Ooh-wee, it's a hammer that brings it. Sounds good.
You tell that rascal I did send a friendly file and say Happy Father's Day to him. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you tell him I said Happy Father's Day, and I'm left.
I gotta rewire the fan and put a new fan in there. Other than that, I'm loving it. I like these too. Glass, not so bad, eh?
No, it's working real good. That's for Doggone sure. Western Electric and Motormouth Mall right there right now, breaking.
All right. Thanks for the playback, Motormouth Mall. All right, I just thought I'd pass the message from good old Squeaker down there in the middle. Enjoy your cinnamon roll. I think I'm slowly trying to reorganize things out here. I've got kind of a mess. I just kind of threw that SB 220 down on the bench. I think I should put it in its final resting place. So, Motormouth Mall, enjoy the cinnamon roll. Western Electric, Seattle. You can hear the fan getting loud.
For the Western Electric, definitely I will. And I hear you're doing some reorganization and getting stuff all cleaned up over there and all that. And also tell Squeaker I said hello, 356 over there. I got to talk to him earlier today. I was looking toward Boise and just happened to catch Squeaker roll up in there and got to do a point-to-point with him. That was pretty cool, some short skip over to the Porterville. So that was cool. All right, tell him I said hello, big old mellow jello, big old wave, and happy day. And Motormouth Mall stepping right there, right now I got down.
Okay, Motormouth Mall, I'll pass the friendly 5 to Squeaker. Hey, Squeaker, if you're listening still, Motormouth Mall says hello, howdy. All right. Yeah, Squeaker's got a fine sounding station down there. I always like his sweet, he's got good audio. I just like it. It's like real natural sounding audio.
Wow. That's a trip there. Ain't no doubt about that there, Buzzard. That's a trip and a half. Mother Nature, she dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping and bucking and weaving and shucking and jiving. That's for doggone sure. And Western Electric, appreciate you rolling that 5 to Squeaker. And by the way, I was listening to Danielson's recording yesterday of this new audio. I came up with a little bit something different here. And this new audio's got a little bit more reverb than I've run in the past. And I was just wondering, on Danielson's receiver and in the Watergates, it sounded pretty good, but in my headphones, it sounds just a little bit over the top. So I'm curious how that reverb is coming across on your receiver there, Big.
Well, I heard you talking to Danielson that day and going through a lot of the profiles. I can't recall, 63B, 63A, etc. And I think you sound good. I like that extra reverb. That gives you that rumble, that growl that we've always talked about. So I think it's sounding pretty good. I'll have to say some of those profiles were very close together. It was hard to discern, but I think you're sounding darn good as always.
10-4, okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, and the headphones are just a little bit almost overbearing, just like a more than I thought. But in the recordings, and I'll listen to your feed later on when it posts. I can't do that right now. It's get all discombobulated, whatever it's called, screwed up. Anyway, but definitely on Danielson's recordings, I was happy with it. So I think if you say it sounds good, and I was happy with what I heard on his recordings, I'm going to try to overlook what I'm hearing in the headphones.
Well, I sure would. I'm listening to you on a high-end speaker here, a Yaesu high-end speaker too, directly connected with no EQ on the receive whatsoever. So you're sounding good in my speaker right here, right now, and I don't even have any of the filters applied, so I wouldn't touch a darn thing. Hey, I was able to work Danielson the other day. In fact, my first QSO on the kilowatt, or on the 2K dub was with Danielson at Tucson. I almost fell off my chair.
Oh, that's too cool, man. That's awesome. Was that what tube is that? Is that a 3?
Yeah, it's a 3 500Z.
Oh, a bunch of 3 500Zs, okay.
Well, it's the Heathkit SB 220, which is 2 3 500Zs, I think. Either that or I'm saying it wrong.
You can't get 2 kilowatts carrier out of 23500Zs.
No, not carrier. I'm driving it with the skullcracker so I can dead key a kilowatt. There's my kilowatt dead key. But I'm swinging to like 24, 23 on voice speaks.
Oh, interesting. Okay, gotcha. I see what you're doing there. All right, very cool. It's working, and it sure sounds good. Yeah, that's, so the LD Moss is driving it.
I know, it kind of seems like a waste to drive it with such a beautiful amp that'll work so well on its own, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm probably pushing, 160-ish watts out of the LD Moss into the Heath kit.
No, not a waste at all. That's the perfect application for that kind of a thing. That's what it wants to do. That's its sweet point in life. And that's what it wants there. That envelope growth and that drive is perfect. So yeah, no, that's how it wants to run the rig.
Well, I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, I'm no genius when it comes to hardware. I'm more of a software guy, and good old Yellow Jacket down there in Puyallup helped me out. So without his help, I wouldn't even be sounding as good as I do. So got to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely. That definitely is the way to do it. And, man, I tell you what, he definitely got you set up and dialed in right. The equipment's right, and the audio is 10.8 and straight. And there's just no better way to show you than let you hear. That's how it wants to run. Why do I sound so weird on my recordings? That's its sweet point in life. And that's what it wants there, that envelope growth and that. Even my audio on my playback sounds like it's got too much reverb. But anyway, here you are.
Well, I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, I'm no genius when it comes to hardware. I'm more of a software guy, and good old Yellow Jacket down there in Puyallup helped me out. So without his help, I wouldn't even be sounding as good as I do. So got to give credit where credit's due.
It's working wonderfully, no doubt about that. Western Electric, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, right there.
All right, man. Thanks for the playback, Motormouth Mall. Man, that does sound good. I have to admit, not to, send flowers my way. Hey, my fan's quieting down. Maybe it's finally rattling into position. All right. Yeah. Hey, there we go. I can handle that. Motormouth Mall, the West Coast beast, the king of the record and the playback. You and Danielson, man, you had me cracking up when you were doing like third-generation repeats last week. Or it was earlier this week. Cracked me up, man. I thought it was hilarious. Motormouth Mall, the West Coast beast, Western Electric, up in the trees.
10-4, yeah. The playback and the playback and the playbacks are fun. All the multi-generation kind of things. It's really interesting. I mean, sure, you get people keying, and each time you get more and more infiltration of that, from everywhere. But the fact that you can play that back and keep getting that is really actually pretty incredible. So, yeah, we have a fun time doing that, Rubric.
Yeah, it's fun to listen to as well. Well, conditions are getting better every day, it seems like. Even though the sun kind of quieted down the last few days after an active period of about 10, 12 days. Solar cycle 25 seems to be back in full effect. So we have nothing but good conditions to look forward to. So it's time for everybody to tune up their stations and get their audio up. Get ready to key down on some of this good skip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's solar cycle 25 is finally upon us, and it's going to get better and better and better as time goes on, and we'll have more and more fun. No doubt about that. Hey, Western Electric, it's been a pleasure with the double measure. I'm going to go inside and check on these cinnamon rolls before they get totally cold, because they're the best when they're warm. They're great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're absolutely best when they're warm. Straight out of the oven as soon as you can get one off the tray. All right, Motormouth Mall, you have a good afternoon. Good to hear you out there. I think we're going to go take a walk, too. That's even though we moved to Phase 2 opening, we just try to keep it on the DL. We're just walk around our own neighborhood and just have a little fun. So, Motormouth Mall, talk to you later. Western Electric, C-Town.
10-4-7-3s. And, yeah, Mother Nature dipping and dabbing. Buzzard keyed up in there. I could hear him say Motormouth Mall went from 30 down to 8. 30 over 9 to 8 dBs or 8 S units. So Mother Nature flipping and flopping and dipping and dabbing and bucking and shucking and jiving and bumping and grinding, whatever she does. Anyway, let me get on out of here. I'll catch you all later on. Take care. 7-3. It's been a pleasure with the double measure. Western Electric, Buzzard, Steel Bearing Hand, Home John 460 in Texas, BBI. Y'all take care. Have a great day. We will be back another time, another way. Motor Mouth Mall, Stephanie.
Just because you had to be laid in the corner. I pulled RF Kane back all the way. Hey, you're still at 40. Hey, look. You're on 40. Need no more. You don't need no more. Messenger. I don't know if I got your phone number or not, bud. I'll send them to you in Messenger. Come on down here and come sing Orange Grove, man. Hey, 360 to come sing Orange Grove, man. Come on down in this come sing Orange Grove, man. Man, so I can help make some other day way right back at this time. The number 15 man on the power with the daddy day wave is getting down.
Breaker, Western Electric out here in Seattle, reading the mail, pointed east, see what Mother Nature brings. Breaker, Western Electric, C-Town. And I got down.
Go.